Clemson, they touch Howard's rock only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Price. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Fires to the wideout. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's Klubnik. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you
going up top. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Here's the handoff. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Rourke. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the shotgun, the inside give. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes with the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the side.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Zings it complete to the right. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start a...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Indiana! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Maffa. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's going for a big play downfield. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but